We can go.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boys. It's your boys. A 1, 2, 3 count of wrestling pod. Here to talk about everything that's gone on in the last few days in professional wrestling. What you're going to be hearing is our thoughts on the press conference and everything around it. Will Cody finish his never-ending story? Who knows? We have Okada news, Sasha Banks news, news on Maurice, and some stuff spliced here and there for our brains to just delve out. But before that, I'm going to need you guys to like, share, subscribe, leave comments, come and talk to us on our social medias. Come and do everything that you can because we want to go straight to the moon. But let's just go ahead and get into our topics for today. We're going to start with the press conference, but first and foremost, I want to wish Maurice the best of health. She is going in for a hysterectomy, I believe. It's like pre-cancer that they found on her uterus. So I'm praying for her and the Miz.
Yeah, prayers
that
to her.
everything works itself out. There's really nothing else to say about that besides I hope everything's okay.
Yeah. Prayers to her. Hope that everything turns out fine. That's all I got to say about it.
But the press conference.
Yeah, we are on the road to WrestleMania, and this is one of the craziest roads that I've seen.
Yes.
And this.
So it started with Cody saying that he's not going to finish the story at WrestleMania. He was going to move his way over to The Rock. Everybody hated it. We got the hashtag We Want Cody. They had the press conference where The Rock had the family tree. I heard that they left some people out, but then they kept some people in. A certain man, Jacob Fatu, who has been kicking ass in the Indies and MLW, was on there. So everybody's speculating that he's going to be in there.
Did you see that R-Truth is on the family tree? Yeah, no, he threw himself up in there. But yeah, I just want to throw that in there. R-Truth is golden.
But the big thing that happened at the press conference was Cody Rhodes telling The Rock and Roman Reigns that they don't get to choose the main event for WrestleMania, that he won the Royal Rumble at WrestleMania on Sunday night. Cody Rhodes might be finishing the story. He's going against Roman freaking Reigns, even though the Seth Rollins thing.
Okay. So, all right.
Oh, and then he got smacked in the mouth.
Yeah, he got slapped. I was about to throw that in there because that was a little bit of news that I was going to put in. No, but Cody got slapped for disrespecting the NOI family, even though he really didn't disrespect the NOI family. But who doesn't love Heel Rock? So I'm for it. Slap the shit out of him. That's how I feel. Okay. And then all that junk CM Punk was talking. Yeah, Rock, you better get him too. Cause even though I agree with what he said, if I would have got slapped, somebody would be getting hit back. Like, even though I like an instigator, because that's what he was. And he said it out loud to where The Rock can hear it. Oh, it was beautiful. It was beautiful. Taking it out of kayfabe real quick though. It was said that The Rock saw how the fans reacted to it, and he decided to step down on the main event because it's not what the people want. Now, if that's not a people's champ, I don't know what it. I could never see John Cena doing that. I could never see it.
See, you heard that. I heard the reason why, like, this whole Rock thing was in their plans because, you know, they already had the signs that we want Cody at the next Raw. But I heard it was because they're trying to take heat away from the Vince McMahon story and like just kind of,
I can see that.
The Rock, you be our heat magnet so everybody can stop thinking about it.
Oh no, yeah, but from the news that I heard, and it was from Alex, I can't remember the name. I gotta start taking fucking notes. But thank you, Cultaholic Wrestling, because I love watching y'all show. They say it's National Pancake Day over there. It's Punchki Day over here. You've been away from Detroit for too long. Punchki Day, the Fat Tuesday. Yeah. Hey,
I heard it was Pancake Day.
Nah, we do punchkis in the Midwest. Well, I guess not. In Detroit, it's punchki days. In the Polish areas, it's punchki days. So, yeah, if you can try to sneak one, like DoorDash one, do that real quick. You might not be able to because they sell out all the time. They sell out all the time. So, but yeah, what was said was that I can see them taking the heat off of Vince, off the Vince thing. They did say, and a shout out again to Cultaholic Wrestling. They did say that he was going to lean into his heel. It's going to be a little bit of corporate rock, a little bit of Hollywood rock. That's all happening. But the story was, they literally saw that what they thought was going to happen was not what the fans wanted. And The Rock saw it and was like, you know what? Let's give the people what they want. And so they pivot and they made it so freaking good. The whole Triple H promo and the beat. Man, that was crazy. It was crazy. I loved it. Yeah, Triple H.
People are making fun of the situation, but like, man, Triple H just keep messing over the Rock.
Yeah. Yeah. But the way that they added so much tension and drama, all of this is out of control. We don't, now that we know that this is what's happening, because for a minute we weren't sure because, The Rock is the chairman. He is the boss. And Triple H can get overrode. Like, everybody was talking about that for a time being. But Triple H made that statement, and then to come out, find out outside of kayfabe that this is what's really going on, it made me feel good, make me excited about WrestleMania, but then it made me question. Because, me, I'm thinking that Cody's not finished. He wasn't going to finish the story because they got this whole championship run going. But with all of this going on, I do have to ask, could Cody really do it?
See, here's the thing. I'm going to answer the question, but I'm going to put a little more pizzazz on it. I was listening to Brian Alvarez, and he was talking about how everything that Cody has gone through within the last year, facing Brock Lesnar, like all the single matches that he's had, made him believe that Cody was supposed to win the title last year. But you also got to remember that the day WrestleMania came was the same day that Vince McMahon came back. And he believes that Vince McMahon changed it at the last second for Roman to win.
Okay.
Because Cody's been going on a tear, while Roman Reigns has been MIA or doing tag matches for the most part. But I say all that to say, do I think Cody Rhodes is going to finish his story? Like Seth Rollins told him on Monday, he better.
Okay. It is so funny. It is so funny that you bring up Seth. Because
everybody needs a shield.
Yeah. And you want to use the person that is known to stab niggas in the back more often than not.
Hey, the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Oh, but this is, and again, shout out to Cultaholic. They hit, I was going to come in and say everything that they were going to say, but they said it 5 hours earlier. So I got to give them the credit. Seth they've been talking about Seth's championship being the consolation championship, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But Seth's championship is the worker horse championship. He gets on stage and he defends it all the time. Now
it's the new IC title.
But what happens when Cody Rhodes becomes champion? The universal title or undisputed title, whatever the fuck they want to call it today, is going to be a workhorse championship, which would make Seth's championship literally number 2, because now it's losing its value because
But
mm-hmm.
do we think Seth Rollins is going to keep the title long? He is injured. So if Money in the Bank happens, or Money in the Bank,
Elimination Chamber.
Oh no, if he has the one thing that Seth Rollins has right now, that if Cody Rhodes wins the title, he wouldn't have immediately are challengers. Yes, he has like a few, obviously, have AJ Styles, LA Knight, Randy Orton. But on the other side, Seth Rollins has Damian Priest. He has Drew McIntyre. He has Sami Zayn. He has like Shinsuke Nakamura. And those stories have been so intertwined that even if Cody Rhodes wins the title, Seth Rollins still has major matches that he can still do.
Let me ask you this. How many of those stories have also been intertwined with Cody?
All of them.
So Cody's challenging.
But no, because Cody will be on SmackDown then. He will not be on Raw.
I understand that. But we are talking about Cody winning the championship. And you and I both know that brands means nothing, even today. So all of those challengers can come to Cody one way or another. They can make some story because that happens. And with Shinsuke Nakamura, with Gunther, these are some of the stories that Cody, if you had to choose between Cody and Seth, you're going to choose Cody versus Shinsuke just because we done seen Shinsuke and Seth so many fucking times, right?
We've been seeing Cody and Shinsuke like 3 weeks in a row.
Okay. I'll give you that. But Gunther, I mean, because it's technically one and the same. It was what, 2 months ago that it was just Seth all the fucking time. But now you throw Gunther into that.
I think I saw it on Twitter. Just like you need to start taking notes, I do too.
Mm-hmm.
Where they said that, will the people turn on Cody the moment that his story is over? But then again, like what I was thinking is, yeah, his story might end, but now there's a new book to be written. It's the book of Cody.
Okay, I'm gonna say it like this. They better turn on him. Because we've seen it when the journey is greater than the destination. We've seen
that's most faces. Like their rise to the top, their chase for the title is what means the most. And once they have the title, it becomes kind of lackluster.
And I can agree with you for the most part, but it really happens. That really happens when the face wins the championship and then it becomes lackluster, is when the story is, and when I say greater, I don't mean like, oh, the journey is like the hero's journey. We get here and then we finally get to the peak, and now it's Hangman Adam Page. No. It's literally Hangman Adam Page. That story meant everything for that title, right? It wasn't Mankind finally winning the championship. It wasn't who was a good face to win the championship. Brett. And the only reason why Brett's championship turned the way that it did was because
Hulk Hogan's a bastard.
not really. It was more so the Attitude Era becoming what it was.
Well, yeah, Brett was never. This is gonna sound.
Brett
wrong,
was never Owen.
Brett was never Attitude Era material.
And I loved him for it, even though I hated him growing up, because he was in television they called him the straight man. He was the straight man in WWE. DX is getting crazy, The Rock and Stone Cold getting crazy, all of that. Bret Hart was like, do y'all realize that this is insane? Like, he was that guy. And a lot of people hated him. I mean, a lot of people turned on it. Well, I can't even say turn on him. He became a heel just because he was a face.
Yeah.
But when you get to a Hulk Hogan, when you get to I'm trying to draw names, and it is bad because, you know, I'm mostly a heel fan, but there's faces that are greater than the story. John Cena was a face that was greater than the story. And even though people hated him for a time before he became champion. So I can't even say that, but he was one of the greatest faces that never turned heel. I mean, we had Hulk Hogan, a face that
once he went on his Super Cena run, yes, there was a few times that he was a heel, but once he went on his Super Cena, Fruity Pebble shirt wearing,
and that's when the character is greater than the story. That's when the face works, when the character is greater than the story. This one is weird because the character is phenomenal, but his story is epic. And when I say that, I mean this is a build-up not just of the WWE, but this is the build-up of his New Japan run. This is the build-up of all of his independent runs. This is his build-up from the AEW run to lead him back full circle. He went from Stardust to the American Nightmare, and people are looking at it like, oh, it has to happen. And in this, I think that if he wins, the fans have to turn on him. And then he has to turn on the fans. I'm not saying eventually. I see it happening. I see it Hangman Page. I see it. Hey, baby. Hey.
Everybody, little break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Darius.
Hey, you good?
It's hard. Yeah, so you good.
Yeah.
That's good. Congratulations.
He said congrats.
Thank you.
Terrence, get us some views. You want to say anything about you becoming a professional wrestler?
Oh, he is definitely becoming a professional wrestler.
Why are you just looking at me side-eye when I said that?
He mad. He gonna go to sleep.
Oh, and I'm gonna let you go to sleep.
All right. I love y'all.
He says he loves you.
Love you too. I haven't seen you in forever. Shoot, I ain't seen this since we was kids.
Yeah. Yeah. I gotta find a way to get up there. Yeah,
Yeah.
I gotta find a way to get up there.
Yeah, he's in Texas,
What part of Texas?
Dallas.
Fort Worth now.
Okay, Fort Worth.
Yeah.
He's in Florida.
I just visit. We went to Orlando and visited. That's when we saw CT.
Okay, yeah.
Let me change that. I'm lying. In 04, I was in Florida with my mom. Yeah, I completely forgot about that. Sometimes I wish I was back there.
It sucks.
I had thought about moving to Texas before I had him. Now I'm kind of, I don't know. But I was looking at San Antonio or Houston.
Those are, well, I would say Houston would be a better place depending on what area you go. I'm a big proponent of get the babies out of the snow during the winter. So yeah, I would be like, yeah, go to Houston.
So I don't know yet. We'll see. He won't go to see. You got him coddled up? No. That's all I had him just uncomfortable. Sorry. That's all he is. He gonna go straight to sleep. Wake up.
Yeah, you gotta wake up.
She trying not to be up all night. That's what that is. Man, oh my God. I remember when kids were that little. Oh my. They almost out of the house now.
I just got one. Started all over. Y'all finished Carrie.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Sorry for interrupting.
You're good. All right.
I'm leaving that in, and we're back. Yeah.
And now we are back to talking about wrestling, and I kind of forgot. I knew what I was going to bring up. So, with everything that happened during the press conference, what do you think about night one being the tag match with Roman Reigns and The Rock versus Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins, and then night two being Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes?
That is, it's interesting because that also plays into the whole thing of I can see Seth stabbing him in the back. And that it honestly really depends on who gets the victory. I am excited that they're doing double duty like that.
Does Seth do double duty?
Yes, he should. He should night one be main eventing that. Him and Drew open up.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
Yeah, I think that would be good. The only issue that I have is that again, I've been kind of out of the loop on WWE. The Usos, what's going on with them?
At the moment, Jay is going to be facing Gunther for the Intercontinental title next Monday. I thought it should be an elimination chamber.
It should,
but somehow they have to set up him and Jimmy. Everybody thinks Jimmy's going to interfere in the match, and that's how they set up them at WrestleMania. But again, that's why I should be at the elimination chamber.
Yeah.
But then again,
and honestly, it should be that. Oh no, it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard. Well, because
here's the thing. At the elimination chamber, which is in like 2 weeks, and that's gonna be a rough day because it's open. It starts at 5:00 in the morning here, and like you there. But hey, our UK people have to deal with it all the time. We can deal with it a few pay-per-views.
Yeah.
But with the elimination chamber, you have the men's, the women's, and usually they try to do they don't. It's weird. Their pay-per-views don't go longer than their Raws.
I mean, that is a good thing considering how
Raw should be 2 hours. Netflix, help a brother out.
Yeah, and then AEW goes 10 hours. So to have a short pay-per-view feels refreshing. you know.
But yeah, no, you have those two matches, the men and women's elimination chamber match.
Mm-hmm.
You know that Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins aren't going to be on the show.
Right.
So to have Gunther put his title on the line,
he should be that.
Work.
Yeah.
To have, I don't see Logan Paul being on the show, but I did hear that one of the things that Australia wanted for them to come was to have The Rock on the show.
I don't know how that's gonna work.
Unless they do Cody versus The Rock. But no, because even then, neither one of them can lose.
Right. They both gotta look strong right now. Here's the thing. Like, the issue with that is that is a Rock versus Cody is a SummerSlam match. I don't care what anybody say. It is one of those. It's one of the big four matches. You can't do that too soon. And if Cody finishes the story, that is a setup.
Yep.
So I like I said, it goes back to Seth being relinquished to number 2 for real. Like these things, him putting out I can see Cody doing a title match almost every pay-per-view this year if he wins, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that means that Seth's star power goes down as far as he would have to lose. Mm-hmm.
It can elevate, it can bring back the brand versus brand warfare where, like, when they have the Survivor Series matches, it's Team Raw, we this, we that, we got this, we SmackDown, blah, 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 blah. Plus, everybody is moving. Like, when I say everybody's moving, everybody as in the TVs or networks. SmackDown's moving to USA. Yeah. Raw's moving to Netflix.
Yep.
NXT's going to the CW.
Yep.
So with Raw, it's crazy.
It's crazy. And it's good crazy. It's not like the bad crazy. Like, this won't be convoluted. Like, if they do anything right now as far as if they wait until next year for the draft, the Survivor Series would be perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Then it could still be War Games, but it could still be brand versus brand. And the brand versus brand gives them whoever wins gets like a bonus or whatever. Like, they make it something big. It could really work. Yeah. But it's just hard to put it. Because this is the first time where I don't even know. Like, I've been saying, like, Cody's not finishing the story because of that run. But if they are making changes to appease the fans, that is a big deal.
Oh, sorry. They got Kaylani Jordan, Last Legend, and Jakara Jackson on my TV at the same time.
Oh, I need to cut on my TV. God damn.
Still hard. But no, let us know in the comments. Is Cody Rhodes finishing the story? Are you a fan of what they're doing right now with The Rock? Is it making you more intrigued on what's happening? Let us know down in the comments.
Yeah. And do you think Seth is going to turn on Cody? Because I believe that can still happen. I am so torn with this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Going on to AEW, we might have a few debuts coming up. I think March 13th, the week after
313
Revolution, they're going to be in Boston.
Should have been in Detroit.
And they spell Boston with 2 S's, and one is a money sign.
Mm-hmm.
So is this the debut of Mercedes Money.
Yeah. No, I think this is definitely going to be the debut. From what I heard, that she's been on the roster for a minute. She's been on the payroll. So they just been waiting to properly debut her. And what is the name of that? Is Big Business, isn't it? Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she is big business. So I'm really excited about that.
Do you think? Well, this also goes into the next person who supposedly is going on to AEW, and that's Okada.
I don't.
Like there's still like people saying he is, he isn't, but there's more people saying that he is going to AEW than he's not. My question is, with AEW like having pretty bad attendance and ticket sales, does Sasha Banks and Okada move the needle?
And that is the okay. I know that if I was in Boston and I had the inkling that Mercedes was coming, I would be going. But that's because it's Mercedes Moné. She is a star. She was one of the biggest stars in WWE. But I think the issue with AEW is not even really their star power. Is it seems like AEW is in a rebuilding phase, but they're not acknowledging that they're in the rebuilding phase. I've seen this before. I'm a Detroit Lions fan. So I can tell when somebody needs to be doing a change and they are just refusing to do it. A lot of their big stars are still their big stars. The growth has since kind of halted for a lot of stars. So I think that issue is enough to stifle the attendance to where they don't see a full, like, if this was going on and you didn't have the same old, you didn't have you had more new stars being showcased and like growing, I think that it would move the needle to like, okay, Mercedes is coming and she could be going against Tony Storm, or if Chris Statlander was still big, even if she didn't win didn't have the title, if Chris Statlander was like still that, because again, their women's division is not, they were growing, and then it seems like again it was halted. You're missing Britt. Like, it's just so many issues that they have right now that I think that it would be it. I don't think that is going to really matter that much.
I think when she debuts, because she's debuting in her home, I think Boston is her hometown, but at least she's debuting in her home state, in Massachusetts.
Okay, yeah, that makes a difference.
And as when I was looking it up, they've sold about 5,000 tickets already, and they have like 1,000 available. But outside of Boston, I want them to do great. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I want them to do great. But as we've been saying, TK needs a general manager. TK just, and they need proper stories. They need something.
Yeah.
Just like you said, yeah, it's kind of a soft reboot. And even with Okada, because Okada is on his he's. I'm not saying he's on his downfall, but he's on his later years of wrestling. So, will there be some great matches?
Of course. Yeah.
But they need to start building more stars. Like, who knows when MJF is going to make it back?
Yeah.
Darby Allin is always going to be Darby Allin. As much as everybody loves Hook, because don't get me wrong, we're all a bunch of hookers.
Yeah.
He's not on the level of MJF just yet.
Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong. Swerve wins that AEW Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah. It'll go crazy. But again, that is their issue. Like, they have so many talented women on their roster. I don't know why it seems like their roster is still stagnant. They have so many good young stars as far as the men, and they just there's no reason that Ricky Starks is where he's at still.
He definitely should not have lost. I mean, I get why, but no. The Young Bucks should have screwed them over.
Shit. Powerhouse Hobbs should not be an enforcer. He is a star. Powerhouse Hobbs is a star.
Yes.
Who else? Shit. Lance Archer could be somebody that is not superstar level as far as, oh, he should really be a champion, even though I would love it. But he could be a disruptor. Comes in, fuck up shit, leaves. People would like, he has to be one of those bosses somebody get through before they get through anything. And they shouldn't just beat them the first time around. Like, those are things that you should do. Like, some of these people that you see are good mid cards. Yeah, they're great mid cards, but you don't. I think that making disruptors like Brian Cage, like Brody King, like the Blade and the Butcher, letting them just be disruptors and just have runs where they're just kicking ass, and some of them are good names. You add that to the story of your faces that are you're going to try to get over. And once they lose once, they go back to the drum board, fight this, that, and third. They build themselves up, and then this is a pay-per-view match. This is it could be that. Where the hell is Penta and Ray doing? Like, what are they doing right now?
Last time I checked it, Ray was having visa issues. But Penta is like always been one of the hottest people in AEW, no matter what.
Like, there's so much that you can do with them to just create good wrestling. And honestly, you could make it to where some of these people that are so protected be not as protected. Put some chink in their armor, make them feel a little more human. It'll build up everybody around them, which is one of the reasons why I love the Young Bucks, because they'll put other people over. They'll take the losses. They'll be the human. They'll get somebody else over in the situations. They're the same reason why we love FTR. They will put on a great match and they will lose. And it builds up everybody around them. But there's so many protected people. There's so many people that you are relying too heavy on. I love Chris Jericho. You rely too heavy on that guy. I love Bryan Danielson. I love Jon Moxley. They rely too heavy on him. And
yes, let Jon Moxley have a break.
And it's really because they don't have a general manager. You're letting the fan run wrestling. And he's like, hey, man, if you can still do it, I can still do it. Of course, their ego is going to tell them, I can still do this. Like, honestly, there should have been a time where Claudio was the face of Blackpool Combat Club. There should have been a time for that. Yeah, he won the championship, but he wasn't the face. Bryan Danielson was kicking people's teeth in. Like, this is what all the shit that is going on. Moxley has not rested. He done won like 4 or 5 championships since fucking Claudio won one. Like, and then you got Samoa Joe, and I'm glad that they did put it on Samoa because he's one of those people that feel unstoppable. So I can understand you putting it on him, and he was deserving of it. He done held y'all down in all of your other championships. He deserves it. But when it's time to build up somebody like Swerve, you got to pull the trigger. And Tony just doesn't pull the trigger.
Not at all. Not at all. Oh, here's something I forgot. Going back to WWE, they now have a new show that's going to be, I don't remember exactly when it's going to be, but it is called Speed. They've actually filmed some matches in 2023. They got the trademark in February. And it's basically like the C2 or the what do they have in Japan? A tournament?
It's not G1.
Yes, it is. It's G1.
G1.
So here's what I'm getting from What Culture. It says winners earn a point, losers lose one of their own. The showcase are short matches with 5-minute time limits.
Ooh.
Winners earn a point, losers lose one on their own, and time limit draws result in 0 points for other wrestler. It looks like the whole thing is a rapid round robin, but there's no info as of yet planned finale or if the winner will receive a championship trophy. This is all happening, however, on Twitter X, on X Twitter. Every match on Speed is happening on X.
That's ridiculous. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I can. That's really good.
And it says Speed will debut at some point in spring, so it looks like it is. Look for it on X. The concept definitely suits high flyers who already work at breakneck speed. WWE has also confirmed that workers from Raw, SmackDown, and NXT will be eligible to compete.
Oh, they need to give it to Ricochet.
Yeah.
They need to give it to Ricochet. I would love to see Ricochet throughout the entire thing, and he wins that. That'd be perfect for him. But yeah, I like that. I like that. When you said the 5-minute matches, I was like, oh, it's nonstop. It really is.
Mm-hmm. It's bang, 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 bang.
Yeah. Yeah. WWE does. Triple H is on fire. I'm just going to say that. He has been on fire no matter how many times they try to stop his momentum with shit that's been going on. But him and doing all of this is just, it's really good. This is a lot different than that Triple Crown tournament. Even though that Triple Crown tournament was good, people weren't really excited about that as that was going on. This is an exciting thing. People are going to hop on Twitter and see it and go watch it. And if they get something like 1 million views on watching Speed, that is going to change the landscape of wrestling, streaming, and everything else that comes with it. Because now you're on X, right? And X made it to where they don't I think they got rid of the advertisers on there.
Yeah.
I haven't really seen too many commercials before watching something that I had saw before. So you build your own advertisement within what's going on. And you could really have this match is sponsored by Twizzlers. This match is sponsored by Icy Hot. This match is sponsored, and you just have their brand right on the side of it. I can see so much going on with this. I'm really excited for it. I'm excited for it.
And then I have one more thing, and unless you have something else. So over the weekend, Zack Sabre Jr. and Bryan Danielson, Jesus Christ, I keep doing it, had another match in Osaka, Japan, with Zack Sabre Jr. beating Danielson in 32 minutes. And in the post-match, Danielson was like, yo, he beat me at 100%. My eyes 100% healed. My arms 100% healed. And he was giving him big props. But he talked about how he wanted to face Zack Sabre Jr. one more time on neutral ground. And so no New Japan.
No AEW.
No AEW. And I didn't know this, but Danielson and Sabre Jr. are 2-2.
Mm-hmm.
And he wants to face him in a 2 out of 3 falls match.
Ooh, that's gonna be so good. I think I said this when he went on his retirement run. We was worried that they was gonna have him win every match that he's at because this is his farewell tour. And I was like, no, he got to lose a couple of them because he got to finish these out with some crazy ass way.
Mm-hmm.
And so for this to happen, for him to be, it got to finish out like this. And I swear, and this is the one thing that Tony, nope, I change it. Tony, AEW is so messed up right now, he can't even do it right now. I was about to say, let that be a WWE match. Sponsor.
Oh, hell no.
But that's right now. That's only because where AEW is right now. If AEW where it was in 2021, if AEW was where it was in 2022, you can see it happening, and that would have been worth it. But the end of 2022 and all through 2023, it's been psychotic. And so, yeah, I was about to say that, but then I was like, it doesn't benefit. It don't benefit them at all.
I think maybe Impact
is kind of hard
because the only reason why I say maybe Impact is because they do have somewhat of a relationship, AEW, New Japan, Impact.
Yep.
Thanks to people like Rocky Romero. There we go.
Yeah.
And also, shout out to him for becoming a new member of the front office. He's definitely worth it. He's doing stuff with MLW, getting people over to New Japan. So shout out to him. But Impact seems like, unless you do like a super indie show.
Yeah.
But you can't it wouldn't be, if you do it in England, then wait.
What?
So, while I was looking up stories today, I saw that Defy, which has a United States and I think Progressive.
Yeah, Progress Wrestling.
Yes, they've merged.
Yep.
So you have Washington, UK. Their first events, which should probably be in Canada, because you don't want it in Washington because that's not neutral ground. Don't want it in the UK. That's not neutral ground. So you'd have to have it somewhere in Canada or Mexico.
Yeah.
But that's where the 2 out of 3 fall match happens.
It should. And that would help with more relationships between AEW and independents. Because you saying Impact, I was like, well, the way they're working, the way Impact is working on their relationship with WWE, it won't. I could literally see Triple H say, "Hey, let's send CM Punk and somebody else over there for that match." So yeah, but yeah, I just saw that too. Progress and Defy. Congratulations on that union, because I've watched some of y'all stuffs on both of you, Defy and Progress, and I actually think that was a perfect the perfect joining. So, and if y'all can get some of that AEW sauce for that type of match, that takes y'all to a different level too. So, Tony, I want Tony to really make that happen.
Yes.
That'd be the perfect spot for it. And I can see it being in Canada. It should be in Alberta. Yeah. And you can even have Bret Hart there. Like, just
or Toronto, because
yeah,
I would always like to take a trip up to Toronto.
Shit. Or just go someplace where it's like, well, I was about to say Windsor, where people don't normally just think wrestling should be at, but it's a tourist town. Windsor is a tourist town, and that would send a lot of people y'all way, because people travel there anyway. So, but yeah, that was cool. I also want to give an update. Charlotte Flair is no selling injuries. Yeah, she's already like 6 weeks ahead of schedule. So even injuries don't look strong.
What is she now? John Cena?
Yeah, I know, right? But yeah, she's making it to where injuries don't even look like it affect her like that. So yeah, shout out to her for speedy recovery. We pray for a speedy recovery all the time. So to see it happen, that's a good thing. I wish I could find. Do you have an update on Big E? Because it's been a minute.
No, the last time I saw an update, he basically was saying that he's not rushing it. He's taking his time. He's, I won't say he's been reckless, but it was kind of his words, saying like he's been reckless with his body for so long. So now he wants to like make sure if and when he comes back, he's 1,000% okay, and not just 100%.
Okay. Also, I haven't been around, so shout out to Pat McAfee for his return to the WWE. It is always awesome to see him. I don't know. It's kind of hard because it's January. By August, we're going to have this conversation of, is he staying? Is he not? Because of College Game Day.
I think that he is supposed to be there through WrestleMania.
Oh, just through WrestleMania? Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So after WrestleMania, who knows?
Pat. You know what? Pat, this is what I want. And Paul, I wish that you could make this happen in some way, shape, or form. I do want to see a match between Pat McAfee and Logan Paul. I want to see that match. Two people that were considered non-wrestlers that dedicated themselves to the industry to put on great matches. I would love to see that. Honestly, if we can make that happen for a SummerSlam, it'd be perfect. It would be perfect.
SummerSlam.
Yeah.
And I think SummerSlam is supposed to be in Cleveland this year.
Ain't that where Logan Paul from?
Yes.
Yeah. So that is a perfect one. That is a perfect one. And I could probably make my way up there too. Shit. I'm gonna try to see if I could make that happen. But Yeah, I don't have anything. Chris, I hope you get well. I know that we done went the whole time without mentioning you, but we hope you get well. I was sick for about a month, so I hope yours don't last as long as mine did. Is there anything else?
Nothing I know of.
All right.
Oh, I just want to say Happy Valentine's Day to all the lovely people out there.
Yep, happy Valentine's Day to all the lovely people. Happy Punchki Day to everybody that is eating that today. I'm jealous because I'm not in Detroit anymore.
And if you're going to be in Indianapolis this week for the NBA All-Star Game, be careful. The potholes are out.
Yeah. Oh.
They will wreck your car.
Also want to give a shout out to Usher for putting on a great show on the halftime show. Shout out to Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. I see the fade.
No. No shout out to Taylor Swift.
Why not?
She did not use her Taylor Swift magic for good.
What do you mean?
Travis Kelce did not score a touchdown, and I needed him to score a touchdown.
Okay, so this is a betting thing. So
yes.
Yeah, it's not, man. That's Travis' fault. She can't catch the ball for him. But yeah, shout out to the Chiefs for winning. I saw this happening a while ago. Hopefully my Lions make it there next year.
Because we would have beat the Chiefs.
Oh, we definitely
would have. The first game of the season.
We definitely would have. Or we would have had a big lead in the beginning and then just let it falter by quarter 3 is motherfucker for us. And if the Pistons would have won that night, I would have been like, "Oh no, we're not. We're not winning."
Yeah, sacrifice the Pistons.
Yeah, but with that being said, another episode is in the books. We did it. We did it. We did it. Yeah, no way, Simo. We did it. Shout out to Dora. Know that everything happens for a reason. All of the issues that you are dealing with is temporary. No matter how much it seemed like one issue come after another, all of it is just to distract you. All of it is just to teach you. I won't say distract. It is to teach you lessons in life that'll make you a better person. There's nothing like perseverance. I would tell you anything that goes on in life that's worth fighting for is worth pushing through. So in those moments, take those moments, look at those moments, learn from those moments, bask in those moments. Even if they're good moments, learn and bask, because those moments pass. And if you do it right, you become a better you. So
here.
If nobody told you that they love you, I'm saying it. I know it's been a minute. If nobody said that you're awesome, we think that you're awesome, especially by watching our podcast. We got your back. You can do it. Rob Schneider said it. And if Rob Schneider said it, then you definitely know that you can do it, because he just don't say it all willy-nilly like that. So, yeah. So, until next time, I want you to do what it is that you love doing. That is watching, that is playing 2K24. And they got the themes on there. That interest is crazy. Playing the games, listening to the podcast, watching the shows, anything that has everything to do with wrestling. That's what I want you to do. Until next time, peace. See you later.
Peace.